project or an idea in mind that you feel being called to create, but you don't know fully what it is yet? Do you feel like there's more to life than the daily grind and you have a message to share with the universe? Or do you feel called to explore a passion long forgotten from your childhood? That pull you feel is your spiritual sense or your intuition giving you small breadcrumbs to follow on your path. You are exactly where you need to be. A seed has been planted and you are in the midst of accessing your unique gifts. Welcome to Healing the Creatrix Podcast. My name is Meri. I am the creatrix of the spiritual sense. 9 years ago on this day, I went through a painful loss, grieving the loss of my mom, my best friend, my supporter for my entire life. It was an unexpected, tragic loss. I spoke to her last the night before and said goodnight, and the next morning I heard the call from my brother telling me the mom has passed away in an accident. That truly shook my entire life. My whole life changed on that day, and nothing could satisfy that grief I was going through. Nothing could take the pain away because it was so unexpected that I didn't know how to go through it. So I took it day by day. Day by day, my brother and I would meet and talk about her and grieve together, and that was really helpful. But this is the time that I began to question my entire life, question the life and death. What is my purpose here? What is our purpose in general of all of us? Why are we here? Why do we lose people who are such great people and they don't deserve the thing that they go through and they don't deserve to die so young? Nothing could answer that. So the first year during my grieving process, I read so many books about life after death, near-death experiences. That gave me some solace, and I started meditating. I started meditating daily, a few minutes a day, and that seemed to bring me so much peace. But it was only a few years later that I began to think about creating something on my own. I'm a graphic designer by trade, and while I love my job, and I loved my job back then, I always wanted to create something on my own. But I was questioning it. There's so many spiritual accounts and creative accounts out there. What makes me so different? I'm not even a good artist. Why would I even start doing that? Like, there's so many people out there. When I tell you that first thought that I had, that sticks with you. I started the spiritual sense in 2019, and I just started it to create quotes, to inspire people that they can get through anything. The really healing process is a cyclical process. It is not linear at all. And this helped me heal so much. By creating the spiritual sense, I felt I went through multiple transformations. And in turn, my creation has transformed me. So I wanted to start this podcast as another avenue to reach out to people out there who are going through tough times. It's hard to find in today's day and age time to set time for yourself to create when you're trying to make ends meet. There's so many people out there that are struggling. There's some people that are doing jobs that they really hate. And what I'm here to tell you is there's a way that you can connect to your soul by creating something with your own two hands, whether that's on a piece of paper, on the computer, or something physical. You know what that is, and that thing may have been calling you your entire life, but you kind of put it away because of all the distractions of life get in the way. And that is so true today, especially with social media. Nobody has time to create because we're constantly inundated with social media, the reels, the memes, and all these things. And yes, they're catchy, but you can literally scroll, and the next thing you know, hours have passed and you haven't created. You haven't set time to create something from yourself. And there's something inside you pulling you to create from your own heart and to connect to your own divinity within yourself. So healing the creatrix to me means healing yourself by doing something for yourself. This doesn't have to be you creating your spiritual account, spiritual business, making money out of it and things like that. It is really about setting time, even like a hobby, of connecting to your own soul and finding the way that you can connect with your own soul. We are all creative. I truly believe that. Even myself as a graphic designer, I've had so many negative thoughts, but everybody has negative thoughts. You can't let them get to you. You simply have to keep pushing and moving forward. You have to create besides those negative thoughts. I'm telling you, even today, whenever I post something, the next day or the next moment, I will doubt myself and think like, there's no feedback, there's not a lot of likes or things like that. And that kind of can get you to stop doing it. But you can't stop because you're looking for validation, for likes, for comments and all that. You have to keep pushing, you have to keep creating, because the process of creation, I believe, in my life at least, based on my experience, is deeply transformative and deeply healing. When you express your truth, your emotions, through something that you truly believe in, your passion, and you, through your passions, you radiate a certain joy, a certain love, self-love, and that radiates so much magnetic pull towards you that nothing can stop you. So what is a creatrix? A creatrix is a person who brings their vision to life. A producer, an author, a founder, a creatrix of their dreams. A creatrix is a visionary who transcends the limited mind and believes in their dreams and brings them to reality regardless of what other people think. And the creatrix is not just a dreamer. Their passion runs deep, and they are laser focused and action oriented to produce the best life for themselves, their family, and society. Essentially, a creatrix is a goal digger. Goal, goal digger. Their passion fuel their every step. They live with intentionality. They're on unawakened path, and anyone who wants to join them is invited. They are offering their service to the greater good of society. And just because they're of service doesn't mean they say yes to every question, every request that comes their way. A creatrix knows to respond to universe's invitations only if they feel a full yes from their body and spirit. And they say no and set boundaries to anything that feels that will not support their growth or evolution. So the question comes, how can you awaken your inner creatrix within? Well, society can keep you in a habitual cycle of sameness, and ego can keep you safely tucked in your comfort zone. You create your life every single day with your thoughts, actions, and beliefs. So you are creative. Whether you believe or not, you're creating every single moment of your life. What you put in, you get out. And awareness is the key to awakening that creatrix within. And the first, you need to get clear on what you want. And confusion is one of the biggest obstacles to creative souls everywhere. For example, like myself, you may have many passions and are not sure which to follow. Or you can feel like you have no time for yourself to start anything new, as you can barely keep up with your daily life and responsibilities. However, clarity comes in the moments when we silence the mind, when we help another person without expectation. Clarity comes in waves. We just have to listen. So tune in to your own wisdom of your soul. So how can you get crystal clear? First, I will highly recommend some kind of daily spiritual or meditative practice. So set time for contemplation. Meditate. What does success look like to you? What brings you joy and gets you excited? What is your superpower? And sometimes we don't even know what our superpower is, but think about what do people come to you for? What do they come to you and ask you questions about? And they need your help. And it becomes so natural to you that you don't even realize it. What will you be doing if money wasn't an issue? Where do you see yourself in 1, 2, 5 years from now? What small action can you take this week towards your goal? So, what are the reasons that people are not following their passions and dreams? Well, we know that. First of all, it's lack of time, lack of resources. But another thing that permeates in all of us is lack of belief in our own self, lack of self-worth. Inner insecurity can also keep us closed and locked in. And also fear of criticism. When you expose yourself out there and put yourself out there, you can feel like you fear people are going to criticize you. And that can also stop you in your tracks. So healing the inner self-doubt and healing the creatrix starts with challenging your mind. Challenge the negative beliefs with a positive abundance mindset. Bring awareness to your thought processes, and whenever a negative thought comes to mind, replace it with a positive one. If you feel like somebody out there is having the similar idea as you do, and they're going to do a better way than you do, well, say to yourself, they're not going to do it your way. You're going to do it in your way. You're going to put your own spin on it, and there's nobody going to be like you. So just give it a try anyways, because you never know unless you try. You can also tune in to your body's intelligence. Nourish your body with healthy diet and water, and keep your body's internal system clean. Your energy, prana, life force is directly impacted by the food you consume. Your body is a sacred temple and should be treated as such. Never ever talk negatively about your body, whether alone or in front of others. And sometimes we can catch ourselves speaking negatively about ourselves if other people are starting to talk negatively about ourselves. We can simply catch ourselves in that moment and not do that. And third, let your spirit be your guide. What does your spirit want to do? What makes your spirit come alive? Set time daily to connect with the universe, God, Source, through meditation or prayer. Your daily ritual to connect to your higher self will help you awaken to your path. Your soul knows the path already. The challenge is to silence the mind. You are here for a reason. You have a purpose, and never ever doubt that. Another way you can heal is also through affirmations. I've healed a lot and helped a lot of people with affirmations. I have been writing affirmations for a while now, and I see the difference that they make in people's lives. I see it in myself, but more importantly, I see it actually through others. I see when they give me comments and feedback about how much it helped them, or they share it with others. And that's really important. So this may be a lot to process right now, and the process to awaken the creatrix and to heal the creatrix is not a short-term goal. As I said in the beginning, healing the creatrix is cyclical. It goes round and round, and something new always gets opened, unveiled to us to be healed and to be integrated. This is a long-term goal that requires consistent, frequent action, inspired by passion and intent of your soul. If I can give you one single thing to take away from this, it's this. You and your dreams matter. There's a million different ways to do things, and what you bring to the table is a unique expression of your personality, individuality, and soul. So don't let society dictate whether you follow your dreams. Take a deep breath in and feel the power of your dreams manifesting. You are here for a reason. The seed has been planted. All you have to do now is nourish the seed to help it grow. Your time is an investment, and the biggest investment you can make is an investment in yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next episode.